After synchronizing your Outlook contacts, emails, and calendar with Act Cloud, you may have decided that you want to add some additional Act-related features to your installed Outlook application. To accomplish this, you have installed the Act sidebar for Outlook. So in this video, I want to show you some of the benefits of the Act sidebar from within Outlook itself. Now, I'm demonstrating in this video an Act account that already has installed the Act sidebar for Outlook. If you haven't yet completed this installation, please go back and view the video titled Installing the Act Sidebar. Let's take a look at our Outlook application now, just to see what's included in the Act sidebar. You may have noticed two things right away. First of all, there is an Act tab at the top of the screen, and also the Act sidebar on the right. Let's start with the Act tab at the top. This tab contains 6 sections: Active Database Settings, the Address Book, Attach, Create, Settings, and Help. I want to start with the Settings area, but specifically the Change Preferences button. In the Preferences screen, the Quick Attach feature lets you manually attach emails that you receive as history records to Act contacts that are associated with this email. Here you can choose the parameters for those history records that will be created. First, choose the type of history to be recorded. I think the best choice here is either date, time, subject, and message, or email as attachment. You can also mark your email attachments as private so that no other Act users can see the history records of them. Down below, I'm going to choose the person who sent the email to me, the sender, as the contact who will have the email attached as a history record. Finally, you can tell Act to create new contacts for your email message senders or recipients if they don't already exist as contacts in Act yet. Once you've decided all the preferences you want here, click the Save button to close the Preferences window. And now that those settings are complete, let's look at the other menu options at the top, starting on the left. If you have multiple databases in your Act account, you can use this dropdown to switch between your Act databases as different Outlook address books. Next is the Address Book button. When you click this button, Outlook will display all of your contacts in Act as an address book. On this screen, you can search for your contacts by email address, name, company, or group membership. If you select any contact on this list, you can then view or edit their details directly in the sidebar on the right. All you have to do is click the View Details or Edit Selected button. The next section here is the Attach section. Here you can attach messages to your Act contacts as history records. You can choose to attach to contacts if you'd like to set some additional options along the way, or you can click the Quick Attach button to bypass those options and go with the default settings from the Preferences area that I showed you earlier. Finally, the Create section lets you create contacts and activities in Act from the emails in your Outlook inbox. I have an email from someone who is not yet a contact in my database, so we're going to walk through each of these options. When I select this email from Joan Jetson, notice that the Act sidebar on the right doesn't display any information. That's because there is no contact record for Joan in my Act account. I can create one from within Outlook by clicking the Create Contact button at the top, or I could also do this from the Act sidebar by clicking the Yes, Add Now button. Either method will launch the Create Contact screen. Outlook will give me the name of the contact and the email address, but the rest is up to me. Usually, you can enter information from the signature field of your emails, but in this case, Joan only gave me her phone number, so I'll just put that in for starters. And then I'll click Create Contact. Now notice the Act sidebar reflects that information that I've just entered. You can use the Options button at the top right if you'd like to add additional fields from Act to this displayed layout. You can also choose to show or hide any of the buttons in the Actions area as well. Notice that in the email, Joan said that she'd like to receive some information about our products. So I want to do two things here. I want to create a to-do activity in Act to send Joan a catalog. And then I also want to create an initial call activity just to follow up with her. So with the Joan Jetson email still selected in Outlook, I'm going to click the Create Activity button in the Act menu at the top. From here, I'll create a simple to-do activity that reminds me to send Joan a catalog. Notice that the activity details copies in the entire body of the email, giving you contextual references later when this activity comes up. You can also create activities from the sidebar by clicking the Add Activity button. I'm going to do that now, and this time I'm going to create a call activity. Notice that I have the option here to add this as an all-day activity if I want. If I check this box, it's going to gray out or disable the start time and end time fields. Also notice it automatically adds Joan as an attendee to this activity. If I need to add more contacts to this call, I can click the Add Attendees button and then search for them in my Act Outlook address book. After the activity is created, a little verification window shows up in the lower right corner to let you know it has been completed. Okay, I want to go back to Act now just to verify that the new contact and both of my activities have been created. So I'm going to perform a quick lookup on the name Joan. And there's the contact record for Joan Jetson. Let's click that to go to the detail view. And from here, I'll click the Activities tab to verify that my to-do activity and my call activity have both been created. And so just as easy as that, I can create new contacts, I can schedule activities, and even attach emails as history records to my Act contacts by using the Act sidebar for Outlook.